And overseas, we're following breaking COVID news out of Israel, where according to the state and TV radio, that country will begin offering a third dose of the Pfizer vaccine to people 60 and older. This is all in response to that Delta variant, and Pfizer is now pushing U.S. regulators to approve a third booster COVID vaccine dose. It could apply for emergency use in the U.S. next month.
Joining us now is emergency physician and former HHS coordinator for pandemic and emerging threats, Dr. Mario Ramirez. Dr. Ramirez, I want to start with the breaking news we're hearing out of Israel now. Should the U.S. follow suit here and give people over 60 that third COVID vaccine dose?
So there's certainly increasing evidence that that's the direction that we're heading, Aaron. Most of the studies that we have shown that folks who are immunocompromised, whether that means they're on medicines that make them immunocompromised or they're on dialysis or they have HIV, shows that they don't mount as robust a response when they get the first two doses of the vaccine. This information out of Israel is sort of the leading edge of some of that data now that they're a little further ahead than the U.S. is. And so I think if that data continues to hold, we're likely to see a similar policy here in the United States in the next several weeks.
So I want to get your perspective on something. If you're advising the CEO of a company in this country right now, and we're seeing the Delta variant cases continue to rise here, how would you advise employers to adjust their plans to safely bring people back to work as more and more companies are doing that?
So I think the important thing, Aaron, up until this point, a lot of folks have assumed that we were out of this pandemic. And I think the change that people need to make is to set a reasonable expectation for your employees and your families and those around you for what we're looking at ahead. And what we are seeing is a surge from the Delta variant that at this point is inevitable. We just have too much spread in too many states to totally reel this back. And so it's not likely that this is going to be over in 2 to 3 weeks, but it's not going to last forever. This latest surge is probably going to last somewhere between 6 to 8 weeks. And so what I would tell my employees and other folks is to make sure and take protective measures while we wait for this wave to pass over us. And so that means wearing masks if you're indoors with other people who are unvaccinated, or trying to take your business outdoors.
So really, if you think about this like, it's July, but really think the way we thought back in March and April, at least for several more weeks here.
I think that's certainly prudent, Aaron. I mean, I think there is clearly evidence that we're heading into a surge. And I think, unfortunately, hope isn't a good strategy, but taking an active response is.
All right, Dr. Mario Ramirez, we appreciate your time today. Thanks.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.